was your biggest takeaway from this situation?
Well, Skip, I think everything went according to plan. You had 2.5 years to get a long-term deal with Lamar Jackson done. And so we thought coming up to the 13th hour that that deal was going to get done. And it's being reported, and I don't know how true it is, Skip, it's being reported that they're $100 million apart. $100 million apart on a couple of $100 million deal? That's a big gap. That's not 5 or 10 million. That's $100 million. So what and Lamar says, well, this is what they offered. ESPN is standing by what they reported, that Lamar Jackson wanted more than Deshaun Watson, and he wanted it guaranteed. So I don't really know where to go with that, Skip, but this is what we do know. We do know that if a long-term deal was not reached, Lamar Jackson was not going to see the free agent market without that tag designation. So therefore, he's not free. If you want to know what Lamar Jackson, and Skip, I get it. There are several teams that show they're disinterested in Lamar Jackson. Those 5 teams are also disinterested in winning. Carolina, Atlanta.
Bingo. I agree.
So that's where I'm going to go with that one, Skip.
Thank you.
But if you want to know what Lamar Jackson, if somebody's really interested, tell the Ravens to take that tag off him and see. It's not the same as Derek Carr. Derek Carr is what we call a true free agent. He had no designation. I don't have to give up any compensation if I sign him. So in other words, Skip, you're going to have to give Lamar Jackson roughly, I think he wants somewhere around $200 million guaranteed. And you're going to have to give up this year's first-round pick and next year's first-round pick. When you sign Derek Carr, you have to give up no compensation. So this not an apples-to-apples situation. So I'm not surprised that this is the course that the Baltimore Ravens took. Also, Skip, look, we got to. So what are we picking and choosing? We pick and choose what we believe when teams leak certain things. Well, we're not interested. Well, I don't know if that's true or not. Well, this is true. This got to be true because the team said it. We've seen teams said we have no interest in said player, sign said player.
Yeah.
We have we're not going to release this player. He's been so good to us. And what did they do? Release said player. So I'm not taking anything at face value. Teams don't normally reveal their hands unless you're the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones is going to tell you exactly what he's thinking, what he's doing, and then he'll turn around and go out and absolutely do it. The contract, I still believe, Skip, he wants roughly what Deshaun Watson got, maybe more. Because he says, I'm more accomplished than Deshaun Watson.
I agree.
And the problem that the Ravens had, Deshaun Watson, the original contract that he signed with the Houston Texans, was a very good contract. Skip, 4 years, $160 million. That's doable. But when you let Cleveland come in and they added an extra $80+ million to that contract, now you're in trouble. All these guys, and Skip, what I find it hard to believe, and maybe you do too, is that when a receiver signs a contract and he sets the market, and then somebody signed, and then somebody signs, and it keeps going up a little dot. Maybe it's only 100,000. Why are they at the quarterback market? It seems like they're trying to suppress this quarterback market because nobody has approached the Deshaun Watson deal since Deshaun Watson did that deal. And there have been a lot of quarterbacks that came after that hadn't come close to that deal.
True.
But every other position, you see the money that Joey Bosa got. First it was Von Miller, and then it was Khalil Mack, and then it was Bosa, and then it was T.J. Watt, and then it was and the market just kept going. Receiver markets keep going. Why is it with the quarterback market? It started here and now it's going coop. You think that's an accident?
Because they all thought Jimmy Haslam lost his mind.
Yeah.
And blew the whole market, the top off the market, and they said, we're going to get it back.
Right.
I mean, could you accuse the league of colluding?
Oh, you see what you say? You see what you say? We go get it back.
Yeah.
We ain't got to send no memos.
Yeah.
We ain't got to send no email, because email get you caught up, Skip. You know how many times email done got somebody caught up in something, Skip?
Yeah.
We ain't got to do none of that. You know, hey. Skip, at the end of the day, look, Lamar Jackson's going to do what Lamar Jackson's going to do. But I just believe, Skip, he'd be better served if he had an agent, because when they start talking bad to you, they start saying bad things about you.
Yeah.
I mean, how is it going to look if you up there, you dog cussing Ozzie and Eric DeCosta? Let your agent do that. You just sit back in the weeds and, hey, yeah, man, you know, it's tough negotiation, but they really like you, Lamar. They really like you. I believe we're going to get the deal done, as opposed to you hearing it firsthand, well, you ain't that good. We don't believe long-term you can stay healthy. And so this deal might look good for 1 or 2 years for us, for you, but then 3, 4, 5, it's going to be horrible because you're going to be nicked because of your style of play. Skip, you don't want to hear that. You don't. So I'm not surprised by anything that transpired yesterday. I'm not transpired by any of these losing organizations saying we're not interested in a winning quarterback. That's why you're in the position that you're in.
Okay. I hear everything you just said. I love everything you just said. You once played for this franchise.
I did.
And for years and years and years, I have considered this franchise, even though it's not a cornerstone NFL franchise, as one of the classiest and smartest franchises in football until now. I'm not even a Ravens fan, and I am more offended by the day and how they're treating this still very young quarterback. Lamar Jackson is all of 26 years of age. He has now played 5 seasons in this league. He actually, in his 3rd season, won the MVP, the most valuable player of the National Football League, by leading it in touchdown passes. And this is the way he is being treated. They are shaming him worse and worse and worse. They're not saying completely no to him, but they're not saying yes either.
Exactly.
They're playing it somewhere in the middle. And this may be like the worst cliche I've ever reached for, but there's the old cliche about you can't be a little bit pregnant.
Yes.
It's like Baltimore wants to be just a little bit pregnant, but they don't want to be a lot pregnant.
No,
but you're still pregnant.
Yes.
Do you want him or not?
It's that simple.
Do you want to go all in or not? Because you can't play it right down the middle and say, no, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Because they're basically just saying no to Lamar Jackson. And trust me, wherever he sits right now, he is not happy.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because they just shamed him by sticking with the non-exclusive tag. And it was smart on their part, I guess, because they just said, do we want to pay him 45 with exclusive or 32? They just paid him $32 million on the day it was announced that Daniel Jones of the New York Football Giants, Danny Dimes, as he's sometimes sarcastically called, got his money. At least by his standards, he got his money. They gave him 4 years, $160 million. That's $40 million a year. It's not Aaron Rodgers money. It's not Deshaun money. But it's pretty good for Daniel Jones. For Daniel Jones, because we were all going into last year ready to write him off. And God bless that.
They were also.
They were too. And God bless that young man. He got a new head coach and a sort of a new offensive mind and a big brother figure. And all of a sudden, he maxed out. What you got last year was the best you're ever going to get from Danny Dimes. Is it enough to go win a Super Bowl? I doubt it.
So
am I impressed with his improvement? Yes, I am. But is he that guy? No, he's not that guy. Is Lamar Jackson that guy? You better believe he is, because I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I couldn't see it at Louisville. I'll be the first to say I couldn't see that. Because nobody could see that except maybe Ozzie Newsome. I don't know who.
So you said, how much is that now? $32 million? Geno Smith made $35 a year.
35 a year. Okay, so Geno, and again, I keep saying about Seattle. Do they really believe Geno can take them to the Super Bowl? They do not. He is stopgap at best, and he's another one who I thought was a bust. And he maxed out last year. He can't play better than he played last year.
I don't know he played better than what he played last year.
Okay, and they slipped into the back door of the playoffs, and then they got their doors blown off because that you're just going to get to go that far. And Pete Carroll said yesterday, we're still open. We're still in the quarterback market. We may still want to draft one of those young quarterbacks if one falls to blah blah blah, because
they're not taking no quarterback at 3.
Okay.
You just gave a guy $105 million with like 52 in the first year. Skip, you're not drafting no quarterback in the 3rd spot. You think
I'm not sure about that.
CJ Stroud,
I don't think they're committed long term to
Geno.
No. But the point is, here is poor Lamar Jackson. For 25 months, as you point out, he has been in a contractual tug of war with the franchise for which he feels like he has lived and died. And yes, he's proud. Yes, he's tough-minded. Yes, he's, because this is gamer baller that you're talking about
absolutely.
Here. And he felt so wronged by his franchise because he said, I gave you all I had. I won an MVP. I can't defend the playoff. He's 1-3 in the postseason, but I can sure defend the regular season because he's 45-16.
Skip, but there have been a lot of guys that's gotten money that's in the playoffs.
I got it.
Kyler Murray got paid. He won no playoff game.
None. 0. 45-16. It's way better than Kyler Murray has been in Arizona. 45-16. And by the way, without him, when he hasn't played, they've gone 3-9 because that's what's going to happen without him. He is clearly the leader. He is the playmaker. And I'm saying, how can't you see fit to go forward with him? Well, clearly they don't trust his
long-term health.
That's all. It's just about long-term health. Is he a conventional quarterback? Is he prototypical? Nope, not quite. But listen, you can't win MVP if you can't throw the football. And he led the league in touchdown passes.
Yeah,
somehow he did that. Right? That's
probably
concrete.
When you should have sold him up.
You should have.
Right after his third year, he wins the MVP, Skip.
You should have.
Now you do a long-term deal, and we're not approaching $50 million. And we don't know anything about a $250,000 guaranteed contract.
Okay.
But because you procrastinated, and you waited, did you not just look at Jerry Jones and the situation that he had with Dak Prescott? He ended up playing another $40-50 million more than he could have or should have, only because why? He was stubborn. He wanted to wait and wait. The prices for the quarterback, Skip, it's the only position. It ain't never coming down. The salary cap went up, and so you think the players are like, hold on, y'all gonna make more money, but somehow you want to give us less money? Come on.
Okay, so they keep playing PR tennis with Lamar because they keep trying to put the ball back in his court. So what did Eric DeCosta, the sort of new GM, because Ozzy's been sort of, he's upstairs now. Eric DeCosta's statement was, we will continue to negotiate in good faith with Lamar, and we are hopeful that we can strike a long-term deal that is fair to both Lamar and the Ravens. No, I'm big baloney.
No,
I'm not buying.
No. The situation is you don't want a fair deal. You want both of you to feel like you've been had.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got a great deal. They like, man, Lamar said, man, I probably should have got another $25 million. Man, they got me. The Ravens like, man, we should have paid like $30 million less. He got us. That's when you know you got a good deal. But Skip, I don't know. I mean, he's not gonna take Kyler Murray's money when he's been better than Kyler.
Yeah.
He's not going to take Russell Wilson when he's been better than Russ.
Or Dak Prescott. He's better than Dak. He's better than Dak Prescott. I would take him over Dak right here, right now.
None of these guys have the MVP on their mantle.
They don't. Okay, so now they've said, we're going to dangle you out there, and we dare somebody to come and give us 2 first-round picks. We dare you, whoever you are, to come and give him more than Deshaun money. Right. Okay, so I'm looking at all these teams that are without a quarterback. And to your point that you made, I'll start with Atlanta and Carolina, the 2 neediest. They're fools if they don't jump on this.
Yeah.
This is like, thank you, God. This is like, would I give 2 firsts for, right now, I would do it. Would I give him a little beyond Deshaun, whatever the market money is? Yes, I would. I'd do it right now because he will change your life.
Yes.
But to your point, I have to read yesterday, Atlanta is not interested, and Carolina is not interested, and Miami is not interested.
Can you imagine Lamar Jackson in Atlanta? It's the reincarnation of Mike Vick.
It's such a home run. It's such a fit. Washington, they struggle for years and years. They don't have a quarterback. And yet, they're right down the freeway. They're it's about 45 minutes away. Well, they just they got Eric Bieniemy to come and say, okay, I'm going to show you, NFL, I can run my own offense. Okay, well, go get Lamar. Do that. I don't know if Eric Bieniemy loves Lamar or not. But again, he's a made man. I know what he can do. I know. And listen, if you give him his money, I know what then he'll really do, because you want to talk about recommitted for somebody with chip on both shoulders. Whew.
I agree with you, Skip. And it's just frustrating for him. And he's like, I don't really know what else I can do. I've done everything that I can do. I've gone out there and played injured. And this is what we do know. We can speculate about this and how much he wants. This is what we do know. When he got hurt, they were 2 games up in the division.
Yeah.
That's all I know. With Cincinnati and Joe Burrow and Chase and all those guys. And when the Steelers were doing it, in Cleveland, whatever else you want to say, Deshaun making all his money, Joe Burrow playing out of his mind, they had a 2-game lead within the division. And when he went out, guess what? They didn't make the playoffs. That's what we know. Now, we can skip how much he wants, how much they're willing to give, how can he stay healthy. All that is speculation and conjecture. What is not is the fact was they were in the division lead with Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson got hurt.
Okay, I got it. So I'm going to keep going down the list. There's the Las Vegas Raiders. They need a gate attraction. They need, again, is he Josh McDaniels' cup of tea? I have no idea, but.
Hell, he drafted Tim Tebow. It should be not a cup of pot.
Okay, here we go. I agree. Plus, he's marquee. He's must-see.
Yeah.
He's
entertainment. That's the entertainment. That's the entertainment capital of the world.
I think it is. Yep. And finally, I get down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no longer Tom Brady's team.
Right.
Listen, they're in trouble with Kyle Trask. Go get Lamar. If you want to resell your franchise to that community, go get Lamar Jackson. And I'm watching. I'm on the edge of my seat again because you replaced Tom Brady with Lamar Jackson. I'm all eyes.
They're gonna have to get rid of some more contracts, Skip. They got they way over the cap.
Well, they did, but they cut Donovan Smith yesterday. They're starting to just hack it away.
They're gonna need to cut some more people. And what they're gonna do is Tristan Wirth. He's got to be coming up pretty soon, Skip.
Yeah, he does. But again, I don't think the cupboard's empty.
No.
No.
And Devin White, he gonna want some money.
Yeah. Levante David's a free agent, so they might lose him because he's still got some gas in that tank. He played pretty well last year. Okay, so how did it come to this for the franchise you played for? It's mind-blowing to me because now it would be, let's say it plays out. Let's say he doesn't have anybody jump in and make an offer for him. Okay, he's got to sign the tender at some point, and knowing Lamar and what happened last year, because he was not into playing for the Ravens until it was game night and game time. And by the way, speaking of Tampa Bay, I forgot to mention that Thursday night game. Do you remember what he did at Tampa?
He
tore them apart.
He did.
Okay, so they saw it firsthand. So my point is.
And what did he do after the game? Remember, he went and got the sign?
He went and got the sign. Yeah.
He autographed the sign.
That's funny. Okay, so the point is, if he signs his tender, will he listen? I think this has extreme holdout potential now.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to say, "You're going to pay me $32 million when I deserve $60 million."
Right.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is making this year. He's scheduled to make $60 million.
Correct.
Maybe it's for the Jets. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But the point is that Lamar's not going to be happy with this.
No.
And knowing his history, he's one who's just going to stand on his own 2 feet. And again, there's no agent buffer here, like you said. And he's just going to say, I don't want to play for you anymore. The blood is bad. I told you yesterday, it's not like the bridge is on fire. It feels like it's smoldering embers between these two now.
I totally agree, Skip. But I'm trying to find, at what point did the Ravens love Lamar Jackson the most? If you don't give him a contract when you love him the most, Skip, if you don't marry your significant other when things are at their best.
Yeah, that's
you think you're gonna get mad if all of a sudden y'all start bickering and fighting and yelling and screaming at each other and one of you don't come home, the other don't come. It's not gonna get any better, Skip. He's not gonna be able to play better than what he played in his MVP season.
No.
And you wouldn't do it. And Skip, the thing is they keep give me just a second. I'm sorry, people. No, Skip got me in here. Skip told you I keep it cold in here.
Yep.
Skip, you don't need 32 teams. Lamar Jackson needs one team. Skip, when I got let go by CBS and everybody kept saying, well, ain't nobody want him. NBC doesn't want him. ESPN doesn't want him. This one doesn't want him. I needed one network. FS1 said, we want you. That's all I needed. I didn't need ESPN to want me. I didn't need this one to want me or that one to want me. I needed one. And I got the one to step forward. All Lamar Jackson needs is one team to say we want him, down with the other 30. Or the 27 or whoever don't want him. You just need one. It's like a relationship. Man, he ain't the best looking something. She ain't the best looking something. I just need one somebody to say, he that wants something to me. And boom, there we go. That's all Lamar Jackson needs.
To your point, I'm looking about 9 of them who should be saying, I can't wait. I can't get in line fast enough.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
It's so hard to land a quarterback in this league. And I know some of them are falling in love with the kids they're about to draft.
Okay, and I get that, Skip. I get it.
It's still not an exact science. There's no, as much as I love Bryce Young, is it a done deal that he's going to be a superstar?
No, but I think the thing was, Skip, you'll see if they don't like him, take that tag off him.
Yeah.
When people say, oh, I'm trying to sell this house and they got it for Mark Wahlberg, he moved to Las Vegas, sold his house. He had the house originally listed for $87 million. It sold for a little less than $33 million. You see? Somebody wanted it. Drop the price. You don't think somebody wants something, drop the price. If you don't think nobody wants Lamar Jackson, take that tag off it.
Did you bid for Mark's house?
Hell no.
Okay.
Bid for what? The backyard, the guest house?
I think he built a golf hole in the backyard.
I definitely don't need that.
Okay.
I don't even need a pool. I don't need none of that.
Really?
No.
Okay. Well, in
Oh,
Dallas,
you need a pool? Y'all be
no,
selling?
I don't need a pool. I need Lamar in Dallas. I would take him right now. Unfortunately, I'm stuck.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to go to Dallas. I don't know if they gonna vote you out of the
You know
Cowboy
what?
Club.
I think they might vote me mayor because I think Cowboy Nation is on my side about this because I think they're done with Dak.
I think they're gonna vote you out the Cowboy Club.
No, they're not.
You don't think so?
You're the one who doesn't get the Christmas decorations.
You know what? Ever since I started messing with you,
Yep.
all the Christmas decorations, I had all these nice big old.
I know, big old
Yes.
Cowboy. Yep. I
You see what you started? See what
Yep.
you caused? You proud of yourself?
Yep, I am.
I don't get Christmas decorations. He proud.
Excellent points, guys. And you know what? A lot of former players agree with you. J.J. Watt, Ryan Clark, Robert Griffin III, they've all been tweeting the same thing, echoing y'all's sentiments. We'll see how this one plays out. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.